Tucked away in a leafy suburb in Surrey is a collection of cars that were once one man's pride and joy.
Apparently it was the last car built in Britain with a dicky seat.
With a dicky seat, yeah, that's
allegedly.
This 1949 Roadster is one of 3 Triumphs owned by Chris Hewitt, but ill health has forced him to sell. Chris's pal, John Bath, is getting them ready to go.
He had the Renown in about 1985 or so. The Roadster I didn't know anything about until quite a lot later. And the last one, unique is an overused word, but this car is really unique. Chris decided to create the second Woody Renown there's ever been. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Top tinkerer Harry Beacole is just the man to get these motors moving.
That'll do, Andrew. It's been 5 or 6 years, 2017, 2018, so 5 or 6 years since it last run. Okay, hold on. Definitely fewer.
What do these cars drive like, John?
Heavy steering, but very comfortable and regal when you're driving it. And you look along that lovely bonnet, and you see those lovely lamps, and you feel $1 million actually.
Just clean up the distributor a little bit, then we'll see if we get any spark beyond there.
Blimey! It started. Well done, Harry. Brilliant. First time since about 2017.
Excellent. Sounds good.
Well, that's made my day, I can tell you.
Oh, bless you.
Well done.
One down, one and a bit to go. The Roadster, however, is refusing to budge.
The gearbox seems to be jammed into a gear at the moment, so no amount of rocking it and on the clutch and everything else is freeing it. So I'm going to lift the back wheels off the ground, drag it out, got a bit more space and a bit more light, and we can hopefully try and free it off. Always something to stop you in your tracks. We think we're going well, we've got one car out and then bits of wood to battle with. That'll do you.
It is a gorgeous car, now you can see in the light. It is superb, I love it. Not so easy to drive with that long bonnet, but everyone admires these cars.
The Woody is a doggle to move, largely down to not having an engine. Chris left it unfinished. Based on the Triumph Renown, it'll be up to someone else to put all the bits back in the right order.
Just some items down here to be done. Lights, bumpers, the number plate box, and you're away.
After a nightmare journey, Derek's landed in Surrey, where the lanes are not just leafy, they're narrow.
Oh, that's ideal, mate. Which bit of the road would you prefer blocked? Now then, a formal hello to you all. Oh, hang on, get my leg going. My knee's gone stiff. Oh, what a journey. It was even bad on the A1. There was loads and loads of traffic and hold-ups for no reason whatsoever. And then, of course, the M25, epic hold-up.
Well, you made it.
Yeah, we're all right,
well done,
yeah, but that'll be fine. Yeah.
With his travel travails behind him, Derek can now turn his attention to the 3 Triumphs.
I had not long sold my Roadster. I had a 1800 Roadster, and I like it, yeah. I do. Extremely stylish motor. Very stylish. And that's the Woody. Ooh. Oh, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is a bit dodgy, isn't it? This. We can't risk these bits falling out of here, can we?
Has this got the makings of a decent...
Oh, yeah, make a lovely bit of kit, this will. Look at the workshop, goes on forever. Great, isn't it? I love sheds like that.
We're going to get you some tea.
And then a cup of tea.
So I'll get that organised now.
And a big bit of cake. And then we'll be all right. Desperate for a bit of cake. I've had no cake all day. How are we going, lads? Are we okay?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Good.
We're getting there.
Right, we'll have her pushed up to them ramps then, and then we'll have her on, shall we?
Clutch down?
Yeah, I've got clutch down.
Clutch down.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
There we go. That's a bit easy.
And then, while I winch it on, perhaps you can sit in it then. Want to go a bit of left hand down? Yep, straight now. Perfect.
How do you like your tea, Derek?
Milk and one, please.
Right, okay.
Not too strong. Oh, lovely. That's perfect. Righto, if you can anchor her up there, that'd be lovely.
Tea's up.
Great British tea break.
I haven't looked round this one as yet, but first impressions are that it's very nice. It's the ones that, the proper pre-war stuff, that just can't get anywhere. Too slow, you know. But this old bus, I mean, 2 litre, she'll have 1.8, she'll bang on, she will. Nice car, that. Quality car, that. Oh, first cup of tea I've had all day, you know. First, literally, honestly, I'm not saying, the first cup of tea I've had all day.
And with the light dropping like the proverbial stone, it'll be the last.
Yeah, once more, and we should do it. Righto, that'll do you. I'll light up and put some lights on. Hang on a sec. How's that? That's a bit better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going out of close encounters.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Here we go. A little bit of left hand down. Yep. Your left hand. Yep. Straight on. Whoa. Perfect. That'll do nicely. Super job.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you very much, Derek.
Thank you ever so much for your help.
Good to see you again.
And you, mate. Yeah, again, I know we've met.
to meet you.
And
Enjoyed
you,
our
John,
chats
and
on
you.
the
Yeah,
phone.
we've had some chats, haven't we?
Yeah, we
and,
certainly
no, I
have,
really do
yeah.
mean it. I really do. Thank you, lads. It's really important. It just makes life so much easier, doesn't
Yeah.
it? You know, I honestly do get to places like this, and I've got to do it all myself.
Yeah,
and it is
fancies
really,
doing this
and I'm too
in
old
the
for it.
dark. Yeah, it's getting them out.
Pleasure to help you. Thank you.
Brilliant
Yeah.
job. Come and see us.
Yeah.
Keep in
will
touch,
do.
won't you?
Okay.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers for now. Bye.
Bye bye.
They say all good things come in threes.
Oh, hey.
And with a little bit of love, the 3 Triumphs from Surrey might just live up to that saying.
Way.
All these stately old cars need is a bit of gentle coaxing.
Forward march! Yeah, reverse! Oh. Well, that was eventful, wasn't it?
Here we have Triumph Roadster. A lovely, lovely car. They were designed basically as a 3-seater, obviously with column change, but let's face it, they're a comfortable 2-seater. They're quite odd, you know, with these big bulbous wings and a big bulge on the back. I don't think it can quite make its mind up whether it's a sports car or a drop-head saloon or 2-seater and dicky. This is the only problem, they are a little bit difficult at getting in and out. Once you're in, they're great. This part of a car, in my opinion, cosmetically is so important. It's horrible, isn't it, to look at a tatty dashboard with tatty dials and rusty bezels and stuff like that, and just poor in appearance in general, when you spend all the time that you're in the car looking at the thing, so it wants to look right, and it does. It's absolutely gorgeous. It will possibly struggle to make it, but it's a 20 grand car, that car. That is a 20 grand car all day long. 49 Triumph Roadster, lot number 670, picked it up myself, stunning car. Right, here we go then. 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 17, 17, 3, 17,300, 17, 4, 5, 17, 5, 6, 7, 17, 7, 8, 17, 8, 18, 18, 5, 6, 18, 6, 7, 19, 19, 1, 19, 3. Stunning example. £20,000, 20,100, 20,200, 20,004, 20,400, 500, 20,008, 9, 20,900. Internet.
21,500.
21,500, 21,500, 21,700, 21,700, 21,800, 21,800.
22.
22,000, 22,000 pounds. 22,200, 22,200, 22,400, 22,400 for the first, second, third and last time. Submitting, 22,400, well done.
Derek called it right, a cool £22,400. Next up, the Renown.
12,500, gonna submit it for the first, second, third and last time. 12,500, provisional.
Right again. But the Woody did not sell this time, and only made 1,200 at a later auction.
Started with my dad really, when we had the farm. He bought me my first old car, which was like a field car, and we used to run around the fields in it basically. So it's all my life really.
In Lincolnshire, Paul Page is completing the restoration of two of Chris Hewitt's Triumphs. It's a mark rooted in his past.
When I got to about 12 years old, my dad started to do what we called then grass track racing. And we raced a race, one of the Triumph Renowns like that one there. Obviously it was the saloon, not the Woody. Started really from that. I went up to Derek's. I see the Triumph Roadster from about 20 yards and I was drawn to it like a magnet, really. The quality of the workmanship that had been done in restoring the car, you know, I fell in love with it.
And when he went to pick up the Roadster, he spotted the disassembled Woody.
I had a word with Paul. I says, well, can I put a daft bid on it? He says, well, you can put a bid on it, whether they'll accept it or not. I put £1,200 on it, thinking, they're going to say, no, it's got to be about 5 grand on it. Anyway, the girl in the office rung me back the next day and said, you bought that car.
Luckily for Paul, he managed to find a couple of donor cars that allowed him to transform the Woody from a wreck into a right looker.
Well, this is the Woody, and basically when I bought it, just the back end, obviously the chassis, no wings, no bonnet, no doors. So I've had about 6 months, odd day here and there, to get it to this stage.
The Woody is, for now, garage-bound. The Roadster, that's another thing entirely. Paul's got it up and running.
You got your big long bonnet in front of you, so yeah, king of the road. King of the road in a Roadster. People like to see the old cars, you know, you're going along and people will be waving to you and putting a thumbs up to you and, you know, thinking what a lovely car that is, and probably they'd like to own it. Ample power for what it is. I mean, you don't go fast in these old cars anyway, but you need to be able to keep up with modern traffic, really. When I'm sat behind that wheel, it brings back memories of my childhood where I used to sit in the seats and look out. A lot of people like doing football or something like that, you know what I mean? But I like being out on the open road in an old car, so that's just me.